How to decode God, creation, tree of life, angels, and demons, the devil, the afterlife, the underworld, the brain, the planets, and the universe. By David Gomazza, the first global president of the world. Copyright 2023 David Gomazza. All rights reserved. Paperback ISBN 9,798,860,086,272. We decoded the brain and now DNA sequencing. The two important languages of the brain and the body respectively. Above all, we have decoded God, the planets and the universe. That means we can solve any problem on Earth. Yes. Only US. Possibilities are endless. Visit www.tofuture.world. www.decodes.shop. Email info@tofuture.world. 00447719210295. Chapter 1. You will be surprised how God, the planets and the universe are all related even to humans. There is truth in the saying that, as on earth as in heaven and as in humans. What if I tell you that the planets are God's vital organs? Jupiter for thinking, Venus for creation and Mars his voice. Imagine knowing exactly how the body uses DNA to create proteins that are used to create life. I think this will be worth $1 trillion of dollars. It is like having the manual used to create every part of your body and the DNA and protein needed to create, rejuvenate, rebuild, and repair your body. Imagine the possibilities and doors this opens. Now picture a scenario where you are given the manual used to create you. Exactly ingredient by ingredient. Imagine being told how to increase the size of your breast which you are not happy about. Now imagine increasing the size of your penis the way you like. If everything on you is created and can be maintained by the correct DNA protein sequence, surely, would you not want to get your hands on this manual? Now I am giving you that chance. Just read all our publications and decide for yourself. There is a lot of information that all this information cannot fit in one book. Therefore, read Volume 1 and look at other referenced materials while waiting for Volume 2. This is what comes in Volume 2. Detailed DNA sequence analysis in detail with proof beyond doubt. A genuine guide to real proteins and products that improve life. I think most people must agree that enough is enough. It is time human life is put first as the way things should be. I have all the answers to exactly what you will need to see great results in every aspect of life. This is because we are speaking the correct language of the brain. We decoded the brain, and our brain commands reverse a lot of harmful effects. Our brain codes work because we are speaking the exact language of the brain. We do not guess. We will tell you the truth. Visit our shop www.decodes.shop. You must buy or try free once, even on your pets, to see if this works. Now we speak the DNA language and tell you exactly what protein combinations you will need to see great results. The reason being that this is the code used to make hair, penis, breasts, nails, skin, hands, muscle etc. So, a combination in the correct sequence of the protein is what will get you real results. Stop giving people reasons to lie to you. Get the facts right. Buy our books. I have included a lot of links for you to read while waiting for Volume 11. Visit our website www.tofuture.world. C. Detailed analysis of the tree of life. D. Angels and demons. E. The devil. F. The afterlife. G. The underworld. You will never find the information we publish anywhere else. You can count on us on this. Visit our shop www.decodes.shop. www.tofuture.world. Buy this book today. Genesis 3:22. New International Version. And the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. 26 Then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness. 27 So God created humankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. Genesis 2:7. Then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Genesis 2:16. 16 And the Lord God commanded the man, You are free to eat from any tree in the garden. 17 But you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it you will certainly die. The fall. 3 Now the serpent was craftier than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, Did God really say, You must not eat from any tree in the garden? To the woman said to the serpent, We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden. 3 But God did say, You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. 4 You will not certainly die, the serpent said to the woman. 5 For God knows that when you eat from it your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. 6 When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. 7 Then the eyes of both were opened, and they realized they were naked, so they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. The beginning. 1 In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. 2 Now the earth was formless and empty, darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. God is the Creator. He is eternal, meaning that he has no beginning or an end. He is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. God is the Creator for the argument of this book. My belief is since any intelligent design in creation and nature can only be explained by a super creator. What are the chances of life forming as it is just by coincidence? All life is an intelligent design of some form. They are based on intelligent programming that hints to some super-intelligent creator. The chances of things working as they do coincidentally is unfounded. We decoded the brain. That means we can decode the brain and thoughts of all creatures on Earth and in the whole universe. We can time travel to any time in the past and to some extent to the future. To some extent we can go back to the beginning, even to creation itself. I am not saying that I am God or can fit God's footsteps, no. I am saying that decoding the brain has enabled us to do things considered impossible now. Further reading on decoding the brain. Encyclopedia of Decoding the Brain, How to Decode the Brain. The Definite Guide. Chapter 2. Solving God's Dilemma. Just like humans spend billions trying to make a robot that acts the same as a human, God created humankind to see if humanity can step in his or her shoes and do as he or she do. Going forward, when I refer to God, I am referring to him as both he and she, not to replace him but to be his protege who will take dominion over all earth just like God takes dominion over the whole universe. Therefore, God's dilemma is God's frustration in trying to find a human being that will be as good as him. One who will act and think like him. One who he will delegate such tasks to here on earth. Solving God's dilemma means creating the world's first powerful leader. Just to let you know, this position is filled already. I am that leader now. I worked hard to decode life and the universe, one to rule the entire world based on the idea that God created humankind so that he walks in his footsteps, bringing all humankind together as one world. But God knows that humankind is bound to fail due to his nature. Humankind is attracted to sin as if his DNA was the devil's DNA. I postulated the idea that even though God created humanity with his image, the soil he used had the devil's DNA. That means no matter what God does, humankind is bound to refuse to listen to him but will choose to listen to the devil. Read the fall of man as the devil hiding behind the snake deceived Adam and Eve by making them eat the fruit, therefore, disobeying God. So as a rescue mission God sent his son, born of a human even though the pregnancy was by the divine spirit. His name was Jesus, who was to show humanity how to solve God's dilemma by acting and becoming like God in order to solve God's dilemma. Even then humanity still disobeyed God and instead got his son Jesus killed. Jesus was a man like all humanity, and he was to show humankind how to solve God's dilemma. Still humanity failed to listen, therefore failed to solve God's dilemma. But it is not as simple as just saying I want to be God's protege and solve God's dilemma. It is about passion about God in order to understand Him. It is about understanding His messages, and above all it is about solving all the puzzles. It is like a test. God is not simply going to say if you want to be like me, you do this and this. No, it is about knowing God that much that everything seems clearer. It is all about understanding the human brain. The best thing is that the Bible tells you that God created humankind by His image. So, understanding humankind gives hints about God Himself. This is because, as on earth as in heaven as in humans. Read this book as well. I authored this book regarding the Egyptian pyramid.